You are no match for me, ho. Try again. Down, bitch. Know your place.
So you should fall asleep. Pray your soul to keep. 'Cause when you're with
She told you she was 18. It also doesn't fucking matter because you run with people who catfish others and you try to defend them. Your behavior that day was borderline rape apologist-like. No, you didn't. You're showing the same fucking behaviors right now, and you're gaslighting her. You are, yes, you are. Telling her that you moved on with it and that he's still a good person and he never did any of that. Bitch, you sat right there while I called all of that shit out, showed you screenshots, and showed you all the fucking texts that he sent me, admitting it both digitally as well as to your motherfucking face. And you still tried to say he was a good person. No, you tried to say he was a good fucking person. There's no coming back from that, Dawn. The only reason I let it go was because you agreed to follow that condition. That if any situation like, no, you didn't, because she obviously didn't fucking know. No, you didn't. Because there's no fucking way that any friend of mine on my list, or even on Nightmare's list, would have still associated with you knowing the full story. And the fact that she messaged me not believing it is proof enough. Okay, how do you know she's 18? Okay, where's the proof?
From what I heard.
Yeah, that doesn't prove anything.
It does.
Oh, well, I mean, let's face the facts, Dawn. End of story. You also said that Morg was a good person, and you said that he didn't believe he'd do that kind of shit. You said you didn't believe it until I showed you screenshots proving he catfished her, and also pointed out the fact that he tried to solicit her for nude photos, tried to get her address, tried to figure out where the fuck she lived, and also was doing really hella sketchy shit, which it became very clear that you knew about because you two talked to each other on the phone in real life. Probably not anymore after all that shit that went down, but I know that you did before because I heard you talking to Nightmare. Do you remember that day where I joined the session that you and Nightmare were in? How I was really passive aggressive and listening to you talk?
I checked them. Nothing there showed what you described.
Describing what?
We were in a party for most of it, dickwad, and I still have the video where you listened and admitted that shit on video. The only reason I didn't post that is because you promised me in that motherfucking party while we were playing together. And you didn't do it. Because there's no fucking way that a girl like that would talk to a man like you, even though he fucking backed somebody like a rape motherfucking apologist. You did. You did, though. You cannot use that.
Dawn,
Dude,
I
shut the fuck
told
up
you
and
all
listen.
of this, bro.
The thing that I'm trying to tell you, Dawn, is that you cannot use the fact that you did not know as an excuse because this shit all went down after that party. And I proved it to you. He fucking admitted it right in front of you. You knew. You were right motherfucking there. You invited him after. He said it. How is that not proof? He said, dude,
Well, Jesus
in the
Christ.
party, on video, with his voice on my fucking video clip. Shut up. It doesn't matter. There's also video footage to go along with the goddamn messages that were written down that you can screenshot. I have 3 hours worth of footage, and in those 3 hours, I have you two saying a lot of really fucked up shit that could potentially damage you for the rest of your motherfucking lives on here. Yes, really. I went in there smart. There's a reason why I demanded that you fucking apologize via text. So, when you admitted it, I could screenshot in case something like this ever happened again. So don't you fucking tell me you didn't know because you were sitting right there in that party.
I looked up everything right now. Looked up everything.
That is irrelevant. That is fucking irrelevant.
All thing you said about was the fake photos.
I sent you the fucking photos.
And it's
I
the
sent you everything that he
messages,
did. And you know something? The second half of the conversation also took place in that party where Rich admitted to your face and mine that he was sorry for catfishing her, sorry for trying to solicit nude photos out of her, sorry for being sketchy, sorry for being a predator. You took this shit. You fucking said that you thought he was a good person. All of that still made him a good person.
He told me that he's supposed to send the photo afterwards.
He said it when I was taking up for that girl. He sent it and then he blocked me.
Okay, in what way, shape, or form is that relevant, though?
He's a
No,
dumb
it's
fuck
not. You're doing the same
He dumb
thing.
as fuck.
Don, you are doing the exact same thing that he was doing.
Still
Literally.
They say you
You
still
are
talk to
literally
this
dating
dude.
a girl. Satu, no offense, but right now, shh. You are doing the exact same thing, Don. You are doing the exact same thing that he did. Yes. You're dating an underage girl online.
She's not.
For some reason, I don't believe you.
Well, guess what? I heard. I don't know what to say. She's 18.
Mm-hmm. You also said that you heard that he wasn't that kind of person, and yet he did that. And you also say that you didn't believe it, even though you were in the party. So I can't really trust what you say, Don.
Well, you know what? Hey, I bet you she is.
Okay,
That's the thing.
say for example that she is 18. Satu was over 18. That didn't stop him from catfishing her and being an absolute motherfucking creep, and it didn't stop you from fucking sugarcoating it and trying to make him look like a good person, despite the fact that he was being a sexual predator online. Because believe it or not, Don, I found out after the fact that Satu wasn't his first victim. He did that to 4 other girls, aside from her. And 3 of those girls were under the age of 18. In fact, one of them was 15.
Well, I didn't know that.
Your fucking knowledge on that is irrelevant because you literally sat there in the goddamn party with us where he admitted to both of us, sitting right there on audio and my video, telling you and me that he did. He admitted to it and he fucking apologized to it. Yes, you did.
I didn't know that.
You may not have known about it beforehand, Don, but the fact is, even after you knew about it,
I didn't know.
you sat in the party with me and you listened to him go on about that. I said exactly what I'm saying now, and there's no excuse for it. No denying it. And if you continue to deny it, I will place the video I'm taking right now side by side with the one that I took then. Do not fucking test me. I'm not here to ruin your life. I'm here to stop your fucking bullshit before I lose my temper and do something that you'll regret.
Hey, he's over anyway. He left.
It doesn't matter.
All right.
It doesn't matter. The fact that you didn't tell her that this shit happened and she denied that it happened was proof enough that you didn't uphold the promise that you told me. You told me flat out that if I let it drop, you would go ahead and tell your friends what he did to Satu. You would not gaslight her anymore. You would not make little the trauma that she experienced, because it was traumatic. Okay, Don, regardless of whether or not you know, let me give you a little bit of fact about the law in your country. You live in America, right?
You gaslighted. You know?
And that girl is
You
a
live in America,
fucking-
right?
whatchamacallit.
She is. She is.
You live in America, right, Don? You're an American citizen, yes?
Yes.
Okay, well, here's a fun fact about the law. With all the evidence that I actually have, Satu could press charges against you and actually have you thrown into court. Did you know that?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Both you and Rich. Both because you knew about it afterwards and you still tried to fucking gaslight her and say he was a good person. And on top of that, because you are literally showing the same kind of tendencies and behavior right now. That's predatory behavior in my book. So either you sit down and talk to Morgstar and you tell everybody that you fucking know that she's not crazy, that she's not lying, and you tell the motherfucking truth. Otherwise, I will ruin your motherfucking life. Am I fucking clear? I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to resort to that because you're a person too. You're also still very young, but you do not get to gaslight her, especially since you did fucking know. There's no excuse. I was right there. I bitched you out just like I'm doing now. And if you ever fuck with Satu again or call her out or stress her out, that'll be the day that you're off PSN. Am I clear?
Really?
Yes, really. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Am I clear?
Now, the thing.
No. I want to hear yes or no, bitch. Yes or no. That's all. Yes or no. Am I clear?
Be polite. How about that?
Okay. Yes or no? Please and thank you.
Thank
You
you.
don't be polite.
Hey, you want to know what's wrong with being polite? The fact that you were just gaslighting her not even 15 minutes ago. You called her in here after lying to your friend. You lied to the boy who's in here. Yes, you did. Yeah.
All I said was that, hey, no, all I
Fun
said
fact.
was that,
Fun fact. We were listening in. We were listening, honey. You can't lie.
And guess what? All I said was that, he sent the photo afterwards. He did. That's all I said. That he did send the fake photo, right? But afterwards, he sent the real photo. I didn't know that he sent it right after we broke up.
Boy, he sent a total of 43 fake photos. He took photos from a total of 43 different boys and was having conversations with Satu behind the scenes, which you also know because we went over that and I sent you all of those motherfucking screenshots. I sent you the Google photos that he took as well as the screenshots of their conversations together. What I didn't send you was the fucking sexual shit he was talking to her about. Because I didn't want to run the risk of getting banned. But she also has nude photos from him, dude. She also has a whole bunch of really other fucked up shit that she never brought into it. Now, end of story. All I want to hear from you from this point forward is whether or not you understand what I've told you. Do you understand? Yes or no? Okay.
He did that, then I'll tell
That's the end of the conversation. You be truthful with your friends from here on out because, believe it or not, I have eyes and ears and friends all over the place on the games that you play.
Alright.
Okay? And you fucking tell Morgstar the truth. Because I really don't want to have to be the one to do that, alright? You let her be the one to decide whether or not you're worth hanging around after you've told her the truth about what he did to her and how you tried to defend him. Clear? Because I still have the video. I still have it saved to my fucking YouTube channel as unlisted, and I've never sent it to anybody. But I will if you fuck up again.
Alright.
Alright, sorry for yelling. Continue doing whatever it is that you're doing, and stop gaslighting Satu and stop trying to manipulate the situation. That's all I really have to say.
Alright. Fine.
Have a good day.
He knew. He fucking knew and still
all they
listed me
remember
as a
him saying
liar.
was that, he sent a fake photo of her. Of himself. And afterwards he sent
That's how I fucked up
a
part.
real one.
Oh,
then,
this is the
Take your
moment
ass
I left
out.
too. I'm doing it again.
I didn't know about the sexual shit that
Yeah.
2 seconds after I left the party, you tried to lie.
No, I didn't.
You literally just got done saying that I didn't know about any of that, even though I just told you I still have video proof of you hearing all this shit and acknowledging it and still trying to say, oh, but that doesn't make him a bad person.
No, the thing is, I remember
No excuse.
No, I'm not finished. The one thing I don't remember him ever saying that he actually sent nude photos of her.
Oh, honey, do you not remember me going off on you in that party? Do you really not remember that 3-hour-long bitch fest of me telling you everything that he did and him fucking admitting to it and then apologizing to your face? And then you immediately, after all of the vile, nasty shit, he apologized and said, yeah, I'm sorry, that was really fucked up. Can we just move on? He tried to fucking get out of it. He was like really unapologetic.
That part I remember, but the other parts when you described it.
Oh, how can somebody fucking... Okay, listen to me. He didn't deny or contest any of what I said. He fucking went quiet whenever I pointed all this shit out, and I told him that I had proof. And I told him I had proof, and he did try to fight it. And I said, really? And then I sent him that photo in the party as well as yours. I sent it to your inbox, if you're not mistaken. And he fucking admitted, yeah, I did do that kind of shit, but that doesn't mean that, I really loved her. And I was like, that's no fucking excuse to try and get solicit nude photos out of people. Yeah, you do? You remember? You admit it? Okay, then shut the fuck up.
He did not actually say that I did.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I intentionally made him say it on video. I made him say it 3 times before I left. So you're admitting that you did that. And he was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I fucked up. It was near the end of the goddamn argument. Do you not remember that? I literally repeated it word after word, all of the shit that he did to her, and I had him admit it just so this wouldn't happen in the future. I still have the proof. Don't deny it. Don't try to... And you need to act like an adult too, because if you lie again the moment I leave this party, believe you me, I'm going to act on that fucking promise. Am I clear? I asked you if you understood 2 seconds before, and the moment I was gone, you started saying, oh, I don't really know about it, trying to fucking save your own image. There's no image to save. You fucked it up a while back, and now you're doing the same shit, and I think that Morg has a right to know what kind of person she's involved with. You know what? How about this? I'm just gonna fucking put it side to side. You really want me to do that? I'll think in public.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm. No, there's no politeness. Be saying, yeah, I kind of fucked up after I left the party, and instead of lying to the person that you've been trying to manipulate and gaslight... Dude, you knew enough to know that this was wrong. I'm just gonna say that. I have problems with long-term memory and short-term memory, and even I remember how fucking incensed I was over this shit. And I saved it as a video, and the reason why I'm going to fucking post it now is because you lied.
Alright, fine. I'll tell her.
Thank you. That's all I wanted. Fine. Okay? Fine. You do that. I'm going to ask her within a week from today. Make sure that you do it within that week. And actually, you know what? I'll give you until after Christmas, New Year's. Is that enough time for you to gather your wits? I'll be nice. You want politeness? I'll be polite. But if you don't message her by January 1st, then I'm going to post the video, and I'm going to tell you before I do. Good? Is that fair?
Yeah.
All right. Have a good day. Don't lie again. If anything, you should apologize to your friend, because I also heard you trying to gaslight him about Ratchet, too.
Ford said, well.
I'm gonna shut that shit down. If there's one thing on this planet I cannot stand, it's a motherfucking liar.
But it's time for you to know it. And it's time to get your head straight.
Period.
Alright, bro? Yeah. Alright. See you later.
Bro, Dawn is speechless.
That's why I asked Satu. Also, again, I'm sorry for shushing you when I joined that party. I had to get what I needed to say. Wait, what I said?
Yes.
Well, you don't fuck with my friends like that and try to gaslight everybody around you into thinking that you're some sort of good guy, when in reality, you're the most fucked up person in the equation, because you knew about it but didn't do anything.
Exactly.
Period.
Also, Ford, I'm sorry if I made that uncomfortable for you, really, and I'm sorry for calling out the fact that you were recording it. Like, I didn't mean to, like, expose you that way, but I do not like liars. I detest them. I don't appreciate them. They are disgusting, and he was lying through his crooked motherfucking teeth to you. Literally, I don't know what you're talking about with the whole fucking, like, social media thing in her photos. I don't post people's photos aside from my own. So if you decide to report whatever social media it's on, it doesn't belong to me, go for it. I don't care. It's not my social media.
Well, it wouldn't belong to you.
Why would I do that?
Because of how you are.
How am I? How I am?
You are
Damn straight. Well, I'm not self-centered, actually. No, I'm very empathetic. I serve my own ego? Okay. No, there are plenty of people out there who are much better than me, but I have no respect for people who haven't fucking earned it, and you lost that respect when you tried to fucking defend your actions, even though you sat there in that party for 3 motherfucking hours listening to me list off the reasons why Sachu was going through a mental breakdown, and listing off the reasons why I had to convince her not to take your ass to fucking court over this shit, because there's enough evidence to do that, really. You gotta stop asking really, because yes, I'm saying it, it's coming out of my mouth, it's the truth.
Guess what?
What?
I have screenshots of her.
And she also told you in person multiple times that a lot of really fucked up sketchy shit was going on behind the scenes. He left! We sat there in that party for 3.5 hours and went over all of this already. I have proof about everything, buddy. I have proof about everything, including the screenshots. Because I don't want to run the risk of getting banned. If you reported any of the images, if I sent you any of those images, and I know that you're petty enough to do that because I am, in fact, threatening you right now. If I sent you those images, you could, in fact, get me banned if you reported them, and I'm not risking that. Okay, how about this? We send it through Discord instead. I'll send you everything she sent me, including all the photos where he was sending dick pictures, all the shit where he was being really hella creepy, and including the video clips of the times where she fucking asked you for help. Because believe it or not, we were in party chat for those too.
Hold on a second. Again, that was there.
Sexual harassment. She flat out told you multiple times what was happening and you ignored it. You ignored it on video. I was in the motherfucking party for like 4 of the instances out of the 32 where she fucking told you this shit. And she told you flat out, after you guys fucking kicked her out, you tried to mediate later on, and she told you why she left. We sat there in that party for 3.5 hours and went over all of this already. I'm in fact threatening you right now. If I sent you those images, you could in fact get me banned if you reported them, and I'm not risking that. Okay, how about this? We send it through Discord instead. I'll send you everything she sent me, including all the photos where he was sending dick pictures, all the shit where he was being really hella creepy, and including the video clips of the times where she fucking asked you for help. Because believe it or not, we were in party chat for those too.
Hold on a second. Again, that was there.
It doesn't matter. She literally looked to you for help. She... And you acknowledge that. And after I fucking explained the whole situation in that party... Dude, no, they were not lovey-dovey. They were not. They were not. No. Dude, I know how the stages of it happened. In the very beginning, when they first started playing with each other, they were. But after that shit started happening... So do I. Do you know what happened to be? Do you remember what she told you about the in-between, how they ended up back together again? Do you know what he did?
No.
Bullshit, because that's one of the things that we covered in that party. You have fucking selective memory. Now, listen to me. That moment before they went back together... No, it's not. She sought you out for help and asked you to kick him out. Sexual harassment. She flat out told you multiple times what was happening and you ignored it. You ignored it on video. I was in the motherfucking party for like 4 of the instances out of the 32 where she fucking told you this shit. On video. We sent you screenshots proving that he was catfishing her. We told you everything that was happening. No talking over me. No talking over me. We sent you screenshots proving what was happening. We told you about the catfishing situation. We told you about the sexual fucking shit that was happening. And no, there's no bitch. End of story. I have all of this stretched out in the same kind of timeline. You're talking about timelines and shit. We told you also everything that was going on as well, and we told you that we had proof of it too. Yes, we did. Honestly, let me put it like this. You are literally trying to downplay what happened right now. It doesn't matter whether or not we sent you all the sexual shit. We didn't provide the serious proof. We told you what happened, and we told you that he was fucking sexually harassing her, but the fact that he catfished her in the first place and was trying to date her, pretending to be somebody else, which was proof, he was trying to date her, pretending to be somebody else, is still fucking hella sketchy and deserving of getting kicked out of the fucking group. On top of all the other shit that we told you, and on top of the fact that he admitted it. You're talking about proof and shit, but in that 3-hour motherfucking party, he admitted it on video, in fucking text, and apologized to her. And he was catfishing her, and that alone is enough to kick him the fuck out.
I asked him about it, and then he told me that he did it because he didn't trust her.
That has nothing to do with it. If he didn't trust her, why the fuck was he trying to get nudes? Huh? Answer me that.
Really?
It doesn't make sense. Yeah, you always say really when you have nothing to fucking say.
No, I have plenty to say.
Yes, we did. Okay, I know for a fact that...
I'm looking up right now. Up, all the way up. Yep, all the way up. Let me see a photo where he's dressed as a penis.
See, the thing that bothers me, dude, is that when we joined that pod... Shut the fuck up. Yes, I did. We told you. And you know something? Yes, soliciting nudes. Scroll up to the voice messages, dude. I'm talking about the day that Zebra Queen was getting jumped by people from your group and Rebellion stopped to talk to this girl. By the way, she's a friend of mine. I actually played with her for about a year before we went our separate ways over unrelated crap. But in a nutshell, when Rebellion went into the game chat and started talking to these people because she was getting jumped, you guys got called in to pick on a couple of low levels and one high level who was minding her own business. You ostracized her. Like, you legit ostracized her. You gaslit her and you ostracized her, and she was done with it. That's one of the reasons why she sent you the messages she did. Like, we talked about this when it was happening. The one person that she vents to when fucked up shit starts happening in your friend group is me. I lost contact with Rebellion, but I was friends with her for about 3.5 years before we lost contact, before everybody on my list was just gone. Yeah, because she doesn't talk to you. She deleted everybody from your list. She joined BWO thinking that you guys had lied about everything that they were saying, about all of their fucking drama, and about why you guys were enemies. And frankly, I don't blame her. You have a motherfucking catfish in your goddamn group, and you're okay with that. In what kind of existence is that okay? That's not normal behavior, just FYI. You have somebody trying to date a girl on a fucking video game, treating her like a piece of meat, treating her like an asshole. I mean, you guys were talking about BWO trying to act like women were property, but I noticed the same thing happening while she was hanging out with you guys. Maybe not you specifically, but frankly, the reason why I deleted you is because I saw all, and I mean all, of the shit that was happening. The dynamic between you and her, being gaslit, being completely ignored. You didn't know? You're telling me that you didn't know the guy who was referring to her as his girl was a catfish? Mortar is the one who's catfishing people.
I don't want to be rude here, and I don't want to say anything mean, but I assume that it's because he knows he's not attractive, but you're among guys. He wasn't trying to get nude photos of you because he ain't interested in seeing your motherfucking dicks. I don't know if you ever paid attention to how he talked to Rebellion whenever he was playing with her, but he treated her like she was a motherfucking object or a trophy to be shown off. Don't touch my woman. No, get your hands off my girl, blah, 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 blah. She my bitch. Like, literally. That's how he would refer to her. And, like, the conversation he was having, he was sending her photos off of Pinterest. Literally, Google search Latin boys. The first thing that pops up is that shit. He wasn't interested in seeing your junk. He was interested in seeing hers. And he knew that he wasn't half as attractive as she is, so he sent her photos of people that weren't him. Weird people do weird shit, and it's not really fathomable by normal people who have a normal, rational mindset. I can't tell you why he did it, but the fact is, he did. You have the screenshots right fucking there showing that he sent her those photos pretending to be somebody else. It doesn't change the fact that he sent you photos of him, his actual self. End of story. He sent her photos pretending to be somebody else. He catfished her. And I'm sorry, but no. He gaslit and emotionally manipulated the hell out of her, saying things like, oh, you're the only one who understands me. Please don't delete me over this shit. And her, being the nice person that she is, gave him a motherfucking chance. And you know, I'm not going to be that bitch, but frankly, I don't think that relationships that happen over the video game are normal. They're just not. Rebellion is young and very naive when it comes to the kind of people on here, and I could flat out tell that he didn't love her. It was more along the lines that he had an online girlfriend. He didn't even know who she was in real life, outside of the few photos that they've sent each other and, like, the conversations that they've had. And it never really went beyond skin deep. Dude, that does not excuse the fact that he lied. His feelings do not justify lying. The reason why she doesn't fuck with you guys anymore is because of that shit, and also because of the harassment she got afterwards. He was gonna blackmail her with that shit. But she was smart. She picked up on that and called his bullshit and went straight to you. But you want to know what you did? You sided with him rather than her and ostracized her. You didn't step in and stand by your friend. You stepped in and stood by her abuser. Honestly, I would be happy to play you all of the messages that I sent Mortar. That doesn't mean I was talking shit to anybody else. The only time I ever said anything bad about him was to Nightmare and to him. And then to you. I didn't say anything that I wasn't confident saying to his face. I don't talk shit behind people's backs. I say it directly to their motherfucking faces, so they know how I feel about them. You brushed it under the rug. Let me put this in a real life context for you. If, say for example, Mortar had raped Rebellion, okay? And you pulled the exact same shit, you brushed it under the rug, when she came to you explaining something wasn't right, something happened, he did this to me, and you just brushed it under the rug. That makes you the bad guy. Because you ignored it when the victim was hurting at her most vulnerable. She opened up to you first, dude, and when you fucking brushed it under the rug and treated it like it was nothing, she came to me. And I took it seriously. When she was crying, I'm the one who helped her get through it, I'm the one who gave her advice, and I'm the one who introduced her to all of my female friends, including Nightmare. And we all spent the entire day playing with her. Having a good time, making her feel better, even though she was obviously fucking miserable. So don't even come at me crooked like that. You know what you did was wrong. There is literally no excuse that you can give me that will make me think that you're okay in this situation. So unless it's an apology, don't bother talking to me. And if you keep it up trying to deflect and make excuses and say, oh, I did this, it doesn't matter. Your behavior in the past, from what I've seen with my own eyes and what she's told me and what I've seen of screenshots, It doesn't matter whether it was one pick. Do you not remember the fucking conversation we had like an hour ago where I told you she's not vindictive? If it were me, I would have sent the whole fucking conversation, but she's a nice person. Hell, if it were me, I wouldn't even give Mortar a second chance. The moment I found out he lied to me as an individual, not even as a fucking dating, like it wouldn't matter if he was on my list or even if he was like dating me. The moment I found out he was lying about his identity, he'd be gone. Yeah, because she's nice to people. What don't you understand about that? She gave him the benefit of the motherfucking doubt, which, needless to say, also kind of happened because literally, she told me everything you said and showed me screenshots, dude. When I said that I have more screenshots, I mean it. I have enough to motherfucking ruin him. If I posted these screenshots in a community full of like 50,000 people, he'd be banned from PSN. So I think I'm being very fucking nice by asking for you to apologize and to get an apology from him because seriously, man, the only reason I didn't take this shit public and post it in the communities that you guys are in is because she asked me not to. Rebellion may not be vindictive, but I am. I'm literally giving you an opportunity to apologize for your behavior towards her and fucking with her emotions and her mentality. Apologize. It's not that hard. 2 little words. I'm sorry. If you do that, I'll let it drop. But hands down, the situation that you put her through and allowed him to put her through is serious enough that if it were like, not even if it were like off PSN, like she could probably take him to court with what he was trying to do. He was trying to solicit nude photos. Literally. Catfishing is illegal. Did you know that? So get your shit together and fucking apologize for your fuck up, because it was your fuck up. You chose him over her and also defended the guy who was psychologically fucking with her. Apologize. Do you know what the fucking enabler is? Do you know what an enabler is? You're just as much at fault here as Mortar. And yeah, you kind of did. You joined her session yesterday. She specifically asked you why you were in her session, and you said ask Mortar. If that wasn't even passive, because to me that seems downright aggressive. You know what you were doing. You know what you... But I'm getting mad. You're going out of your way, above and beyond, to avoid saying 2 little words that are... They should be easy. If you're a motherfucking man, if you're an adult, you fucked up. Apologize. It's not that hard. Because you're the one who hurt her more. Of the 2 of you, you're the one who hurt her more because she trusted you more than him. That's why. When she reached out to you about what was happening with him, you took his side over hers. That's why I'm demanding an apology. Not to mention, you're the one who couldn't keep my name out of your mouth yesterday, according to what she said. You weren't there when she needed you the most. You sided with the guy who tried to extort nude photos of her. Do you not realize how you sound right now? The reason I'm not talking to Mortar right now is because I know for a fact that if he said one crooked thing towards me, I'd lose my shit and post it all over the fucking communities. I would ruin him. Like I said, I'm vindictive. That's why I'm going through you. Yeah, no, I didn't talk bad about your whole posse. I talked bad about the fuckers who started shit with me on the day that we first met, as well as lying in your posse while I was sitting right there watching them lie. In fact, that's how I met you, through a lie. They called you into my...
Because you know what, even so, I know what I did was right.
What you did was right? Are you talking about defending a guy who... I literally gave you proof in the fucking party. I did.
I asked you for everything I asked you.
And we gave it to you. In fact, do you... Yes, we did.
Here.
Are you trying to fucking ignore the fact that in that party, when things did come to a head and I bitched you out for 3 hours, that I listed off every... Yes, you keep saying really. You were there. You should know.
Really?
Yes, really. He admitted to himself that he did all of this shit in front of us on video. And you tried to defend him and say that did not make him a bad person. Tried to say that he did it because he didn't trust her, even though he admitted to trying to get nudes.
That's what he said. He said that he didn't trust her.
And he was trying to get nudes despite not trusting her. He was trying to fucking get her information and her address despite not trusting her. He was trying to fucking find out where she lived, calling her actual cell phone number even when she blocked him repeatedly, going on to different social media accounts. We listed all of this over and over and over again. Every single motherfucking thing he did. We told you. And literally he admitted to it right in front of you. That right there is enough proof.
And she was still talking to him. Even after that.
No, there was no way in hell that she talked to him after that, because every day after that, yes, I was with her. Every day after that fucking party chat that we were in, every single motherfucking day we were in. And there were only 3 times when we saw him after that, and each time he joined with a posse trying to kill us. And I have proof of that. I have that on video too, because I fucked him up bad that
I
day.
didn't know about that. Guess what? I didn't know about that.
Yeah, there's a lot you don't know about, and there's a lot you deny.
Yeah, fine. I don't. Yeah, no. I don't. It's fine. If it's true, it's okay. It's wrong. He deal with it. That's it. But then
The thing is, all of this shit was happening even beforehand. We know that you know. We know that you knew beforehand, man. We know that he told you about all of this shit, and also you condoned him catfishing her.
No, I didn't.
You gave him the go-ahead.
No, I didn't. I said he trusted her.
You admitted that in the party, dude.
He sent her.
Say it louder for the people in the back.
What? And guess what? He apologized. Right?
He apologized, and he fucking admitted it. But the thing that bothers me is that you, after that, after this shit, after it, no, shut the fuck up. The thing that bothers me the most about why you're with Morg right now, shut up and listen, Don. No, you shut that hole in your motherfucking face, bitch, because you said, word for motherfucking word, that does not make him a bad person. You defended him like a rape motherfucking apologist, bitch, after hearing everything I listed off, and he admitted it. You're calling me a bitch? Nuh-uh. I'm exposing you and him both. It's game over.
Really? Alright.
Fucking want to.
For you.
Bitch, you don't even know who the fuck I am. Like, you don't know me. Really.
Hey, you know what's funny? Hey, that's a pathetic you are, because you know why? It was his business.
It doesn't matter. The fact that it became your business the moment that Satu reached out to you. And you took his side. No, it became your business the moment she literally reached out to you multiple times, asking you for real life help because this motherfucker was harassing her. All your posse members were in on it, bitch. They were all friends with him.
No, they were not. Guess what?
And you're forgetting that he spread her photos around among the fucking group, even the ones that weren't sexual. Yeah. Yeah. Go ask your friends. Yes, go ask your friends. Why would he? We have proof that he sent them around. People who don't even know who the fuck Satu is has her photo.
Guess what? Guess what? He never said that.
Really?
So how would I know? If he didn't, how would I know? Go ahead.
Scroll up through all of your screenshots with him, take them, and then send them to me. Starting from the day. I want to see every last bit of proof, because I don't believe you.
He said about himself, yes.
No, take screenshots of all the messages that you've had when this shit first started, all the way to the present, and don't miss anything. Got it? I want to see if he sent you any photos of her. Because I do not believe you. And the thing that bothers me the most, it would not have been an issue. It would not have been an issue if you had not tried to defend him after he admitted to this shit. He said to both of us, yes, I did all that. I'm sorry. And he apologized. And I made you promise before I left that party that you would keep people informed about what he did, because it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen on a video game, and I've been playing for 15 years.
We left each other alone.
And now you're doing the exact same thing with Morg. This is exactly how it started, buddy. Yup.
It's funny. You don't realize, right, that we're actually in love. That's the fun part.
You don't even know her, dude. She lives on the other side of the world. You're never going to meet her. You're never going to be able to hold her hand. You're never going to be able to kiss her. Really? Yes. Because that's how long distance relationships work. You're 20 motherfucking 8. She's 19, living on the other side of the motherfucking world. No, it's not. It's really not. Boy, take it from somebody who was in a real relationship for 6.5 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting.
What are you waiting for? I already fucking said.
No, you can explain the.
Yeah, I said take it from someone who's been in a relationship from 6.5 years.
Guess what? It's different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't have words to describe.
I'm not going to try and comment on that. It's weird to everyone else but you. You're the only person I know aside from the guy who literally tried to solicit nude photos out of another fucking woman on here.
Okay. And again, like I said, if that is true, you should have sent it from the beginning.
We told you by word of mouth and we explained what was happening.
The word of mouth. I asked you.
And we sent it to you. She told you right there on the day that this shit happened before the fucking party situation. And all the shit he was trying to do, like fucking requesting nudes from her. So you're telling me that sending you messages showing what they were talking about, seeing him trying to fucking weasel his way into her life, with photos that were taken clearly off Google, trying to beat like 14 different men and putting fucking filters in front of it to make it look like him. You're telling me that shit, coupled with the fact that he was hitting on her and she was being very put off by it, wasn't proof enough that it was fucking weird? Now couple that with the fucking sexual shit that I just sent you, showing you what was happening around that time, including the fucking dick pictures that I still have with his fucking Tootsie Roll ass penis.
Hey, let me finish. Especially. And yeah.
We sent you proof that he was catfishing her. That alone should have been enough of a red flag for you to kick him the fuck out.
No. Because he explained to me already why he did it.
No! There's no excuse!
He did. It is an excuse.
No! There's no excuse! He literally told you that he was trying. He told you why he was doing it while he was trying to fucking get nude photos out of her, sending her dick pictures.
Did they meet in real life? Did they meet in real life?
Huh?
Did they meet in real life?
No.
Okay. Now the thing is, he sent these photos, right?
But he tried multiple times asking for her address.
He was insecure about himself.
He was a liar who was talking. Okay. No. There's no excuse, dude.
No, hold on. I'm not finished. If he lied, he provided proof, guess what? Yeah. You didn't provide me any proof.
He literally catfished her. We proved he catfished her. We proved that he was trying to get nude photos out of her, and we proved that he was crazy.
It makes no sense. No, hold on. New photos.
It makes no sense. Hey, Morg, is Morg still in here? I'm gonna send her all. I never tried to prevent you from asking him about that. In fact, I encouraged you to do that because I was pissed. You said when we sent you proof that you would handle it and you would kick him out. And you didn't.
I said I would handle it. No. Meaning that. You didn't send me the proof. You understand? Handle it. You didn't.
A whole shit? No. We told you that we would send you proof and we did. We sent you proof that he was catfishing because that was the issue. That was the issue at the time. The issue that happened afterwards was all of the sexual shit, and that's why I invited you to the fucking party. Okay? Because she didn't tell me about the sexual shit until after. Like, I invited you to that party the same motherfucking day that she told me about the sexual shit, all the stuff that was happening beforehand, the soliciting of nude photos, and him trying to fucking lie through his crooked fucking teeth to you saying, oh, well, I did it because I don't trust her. Well, at the same motherfucking time was trying to get her address, was looking up her goddamn phone number, was messaging her from different phone numbers, was texting her, being a psychotic motherfucking freak, and I told you about all of that. I showed you proof.
Really?
Yes, that same day in the fucking goddamn party.
Really?
Yes.
Screenshots you said, right?
Screenshots and audio. Do you not remember me playing back some of the shit that Satu sent me?
You talking this, you've been talking.
No, it wasn't me talking. Satu saved fucking voice messages from him, dude. I played them over the phone. And the fucking, yes! She sent them to me. Do you not remember me? I have it on my video. Literally, when I was fucking in that party the entire time, I broadcasted everything. I saved an hour-long clip for the entire duration of my time in there. My microphone was on, and I made sure that it was close to the TV so it caught your voice too. I also played that shit right next to my microphone so the audio from those fucking voice clips came through, as well as the shit that he was doing. That's one of the reasons why there's no backing out of this and why I know for a fact that you know this is bullshit. You listened to them right there. And then when we called him in there, he had to fucking admit it. I went off on both of you because you defended him even after all that.
No. What I said was that if you said
Even after you knew, because...
No. I wasn't given all the information.
Dude, we gave you all of the information in that party. I told you everything that I told you just now, and he admitted it, and even after that you said, but that doesn't make him a bad person. Dude, you still, word of mouth or not, we told you everything, and he fucking admitted it to both of our faces, and you still said, well, that doesn't make him a bad person.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Yeah, I apologize.
Instead of making excuses, just apologize, man. Own it. Own your fuck
I'm
up.
already apologizing. I'm saying that. Because truthfully, I didn't know he was like that. I did not.
And,
He seemed like a really nice guy.
okay,
He did.
let's be real. He was not a nice guy, not even before you knew about that, and you're aware of that too.
No, I
I remember some of the talks that you were having with other people after he started causing problems. You called him problematic yourself, okay? Let's be real. The only reason you hung out with him was because he was a good shot. End of story.
No.
Yes.
He was actually a good person.
No.
He was a good person to me. He was. So he treated me with respect. Alright? He was never mean to me. He was never an asshole to me.
But he was an asshole to every single one of your fucking crewmates.
He had tantrums. I understood them. He was pissed off sometimes.
Tantrums, calling people on his own friends list bitches, attacking them, having all of your friends come and complain when he would blow people up and be ridiculously problematic, and you'd have to do damage control every other fucking day. You knew. Even now you're taking up for him, and it bothers the hell out of me. I literally want to crawl out of my own skin. To you personally, but the thing is, you're completely forgetting the fact that you ignored all of the people who really mattered. You're defending him because he was never an asshole to you, even though he was an asshole and a creep to literally everybody around you.
Hold on. I talked to everybody there. What was it? The zebra. The zebra?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What happened was when Rebel when she left the posse on her own. They came to me all
No, she didn't leave the posse on her own, and they lied to you about that. They kicked her out of the posse and started killing her because she tried to talk to that girl. They called her a traitor. And then they lied to you about it, and she told you that, but you fucking ignored it.
Hold on. Leave her alone. I won't speak to you, but you try to...
Speaking of which, can you float me her username? Because she's actually an old friend of mine from PlayStation 3. Okay, look, Mortar attacked her first. Like, she tried to run away from him. She fast traveled 4 times trying to get away from him.
I checked into that.
She has a video on her channel. I don't know what her channel is, but she does have a video on her channel, and I know for a fact that she sent it to some of the people in your group.
What I saw her being going in, spawning in, and where they were, there was no wagon.
That's because she fucking had to fast travel back to her camp. They were halfway through the fucking Valentine area when it happened. She had to cart her low-level friend back over to their goddamn thing. The low level was the one running it.
Well, But she was still in the posse, right?
No, she ended up leaving after they blew up the wagon. Like, yeah, the low level was the one running the wagon. They were doing the glitch. She was going to run it for the low level afterwards. And after Mortar came over and started killing the low level repeatedly, after like the 5th kill, they ran back to the camp, and Zebra started like defending the low level, and the low level left, which closed it out. Because by the time that you guys got there, the camp wasn't actually an active camp. There was no way to make it so the white flag was up.
Wait, so did the low level close after to give it a mission?
Yeah. As far as I'm aware, anyway.
If that happened, then that makes sense. Because
Well, yeah, I mean, it wasn't even a camp by the time that you guys got in there. It doesn't matter. Like, I get it. Okay, let me put it like this. Let me rephrase that. The battle part of that situation was not the part that really bothered me, because that kind of shit happens on a video game. Frankly, it wouldn't have even bothered me if you had just been friends with Morg on here, because I'm aware of that. What set red flags off for me is the fact that you literally defended him repeatedly, even after all that shit happened in the party. And you're just like, your overall behavior with that situation threw up some red flags, and I was genuinely concerned about Morgstar. I don't know her. Frankly, her attitude kind of like, it pisses me off a little bit, but I'm not the kind of person who would sit by and let somebody ruin their own life if there was even a slight chance of that possibly happening. End of story. After what almost happened to Satu, I don't play.
and the way I feel for her, I can't do no words. You know what? I'll always care about her and everything. She's still here. You know, always. And actually, you know what? I know this, you know. Because I really do want to.
All right. The only thing that I wanted to get done was make sure that she knew what had happened, the full fucking story, every last detail, and that you were aware of it, and then let her be the one to decide and make that decision on her own. If you want to stay together after that, cool. It's on her from that point forward, but I could not in good conscience let it go knowing that this is exactly how it started with Satu. Exactly. From the social media and the friend requests and everything.
I apologize for saying out here. Like I said, you moved to all that. And that's your decision. It's not right. Yeah. Because even I wouldn't do shit like that. You know?
We told you about it in the party, dude. I showed you audio clips, and I made him apologize in front of us, and he admitted it. His admittance was enough of it. His admittance of the audio clips, his admittance and the audio clips of him saying really vulgar shit to her, those were enough proof.
They were going out. That's the thing. You can say they were going out.
They were dated. We told you, and he admitted that they were recent.
So he kept saying that they were dating. He even told me this.